Hello everyone, today is finally the day where we're going to tackle a main base. It might be a bit late, seeing as we're already pretty far into the terraformation objectives. Talking about that, we need to build an atmospheric control tower next. But I think now is probably the perfect time, because we have everything already automated and set up. We are going to need a ton of power. I know geothermal doesn't work as well here, but even the lowest output is still a lot higher than the large solar panels. I could go for Never mind, I can't go for nuclear. Actually, we can only place one geothermal plant too. And the composite beams, they're really slow. I'm just gonna place down a couple solar panels too. Alright, well, surprisingly, it didn't take that many solar panels to get this thing operational. It won't work for the night, which is the other problem. But that's not a problem I'm gonna worry about right now. So what I want to do is I want to find myself a good spot where we can build a new base. I want to build it floating into the sky, just kind of like the islands here. I think that's an interesting idea. On the other planets, we have a normal base. On Echo Prime, on Ocean World, we got an underground base. So I wanted to do something different, and seeing as the theme here is floating islands, we may as well do that as well. So does it really matter where we build it then? No, technically it doesn't. I was kind of hoping that there would be some cool vista spot, but I don't know if there is anywhere around. So we might just do it around here. And all we have to do is make this area green, have some trees grow, put the houses and apartments on that when we have to build those. I think that could work. Now I will admit I did minimal testing for this, so I'm not actually sure if this will work. I just know that we can build above the void. I'm not sure how far, because what I've noticed with this world, or this planet, is it sometimes seems to dip down and up, and it depends kinda around the island you are. So I'm not sure if that will affect it in any way. And we might just build in between this spot here, that way we know for sure that there shouldn't be any obstacles. So how do we want to do this? I think a floor panel to start off with. This is going to be the base foundation of the island that we're building. Yeah, I think this should be far enough. What the hell's up with this cave here? Oh, it was just the not rendered textures of all the sulfur. I thought it was lava or something. Yeah, I think that will be good enough. Or far enough away at least. So primarily we want to see this side, because this is where we're going to build all the nice things. And that way we also don't have to look at that monstrosity. This won't be the final size, we will be expanding it. Well, let's see, if this is going to be like the front, I am going to remove this bridge, so don't worry, that's not going to be there. Or stay there. I don't want to make this building too large either, just because it's not really necessary in the scope of the game. I do want to have a second story though, so we'll do something like that. And we add in a door as well. I know these are interior stairs, but I might just use them for the exterior. Never mind, I guess I can't. It won't go high enough. Oh, fantastic. The stairs are being a total menace. It won't do as I want it to. There we go. I think this will work. Yes, nice. And this is the first time I think I got these stairs to work properly. I'm gonna block it off here. Probably behind the stairs as well. And then close this off with a door. And I want to do something similar here, but I'm not 100% sure how yet. For now though, let's expand this real quick. Alright, that is going around the entire base. I also want to have a platform for the ship. I do love that to be a bit bigger though. So we might just have to expand this floor again. Alright, then we add some stairs, just so we can get up. Then I of course need a controller. I'm just gonna have to temporarily... Actually, you have to place it inside. But funny enough, you can place it right up against a wall as well. And you can place it outside that way. I might just try to do that right here. Alright, let's call the ship. Why does it have to land this damn close, man? I have this entire platform. Is it due to the way I placed it? Hold up, so if I place it, let's say right here, it will still not. I think it's dependent on the one you place it on, maybe. Like the platform you place it on. Well, ultimately, I guess it doesn't matter. Although maybe, can we scale it back a lot then? Yeah, we're not using this entire space anyway. Now that we have the ship here, that means we can remove the platforms. And there we go. With that, we officially have a floating island. You know, using this little trick, we can actually get plant growers out here too, which would be pretty nice. I do want to have it slightly elevated. Alright, I placed down some dirt. I would love there to be some grass on here. I do think in order to get the grass here, we would have to do it the same as any other place with a fertilizer. Of course, I also want to have a wind turbine. I think they look pretty neat. Oh, would you look at that? Oh man, it cuts it back all the way to there. No, that's not what I want. Man, I was so happy with that. Actually, I may have another idea. So we have these thin air slabs. Will they work as I want them to work? Yeah, that works a lot better. Now for the corners, I think there was... I guess never mind. What is this? Is it just a ball? There wasn't like a thin 1x1 slab? I guess not. I do like this though so far. I feel like every time we build a new base on one of the planets, I've learned more and more. And we can use that, of course, to make better and better builds. Well, let's see, let's place a couple things around here. So we have the material analyzer that can go out. The DNA replicator, that might also not be too bad. The workshop, maybe the analysis panel. Can we even place it outside? No, but we can place it, funny enough, against this. Against the ship platforms. So I guess they must work similarly to the compartments in that way. Well, you know, this dirt isn't turning as green as I hoped it would. Alright, we got the DNA replicator. I guess it has a similar thing where it has to be placed inside the building. It actually fits really nicely next to the assembling bench. So behind the base, I want to build a grass patch real quick. And why not, I'll have it extend all the way to the front. Or at least towards the wind turbine. Well, that's a lot uglier than I thought it would be. And it doesn't even fit properly. Well, you won't see that from here anyway. I will do the same thing here. Which is not possible. Okay, well, you know what? That entire thing has to go then. At least some of these other items, they should have stairs and slopes, right? Yeah, stone, for example, has stairs. So I have this weird gap here now. That is because this tiny block takes up this entire block space. That's just how it goes with the stairs, I guess. Something I want to do for that is I think we can just place this over that. Just some metal. Make it look a little nicer. There we go, it has a border around it now. I think that just looks a little nicer. Then we get some trees. They'll slowly grow. That will look pretty good. And I wanted to have this fence here. It kind of sticks over the edge, which is not something I like. Maybe an edged version like that. I think that looks a little better. So then we can put the wind turbine back. Put a couple of these planter pots outside. I do wish there were a bit more decorations that we can have. You know, I might use the water collector. It's just a basic decoration too. It can fit pretty nicely on the roof. And I might even be able to just use the pipes. That is if this works as I want it to. Which it clearly does not want to. I want to have it go basically directly down. And kind of stick into the ground. I don't think that's going to be possible just due to the way it works. Alright, since that is the case, I want to move it more towards the building. This way it looks like there is a pipe going into the base. Then I do want to have a railing on our roof section here. I'm just not sure how this will work because these fences, they never play ball. Why the hell did it delete the middle part? See what I mean? I guess it'd be too big if we placed that. That is so annoying. These are roof fences, aren't they? Yeah, but they don't fit on the roof properly. Well, we'll have a hole in it like that, I suppose. The alignment on the sides are also pretty annoying, because this is how far I can get it on this rotation. While on this rotation, you can kind of push it all the way towards the sloped part. It's a bunch of little things that really make the building more annoying than it kind of has to be. And the asteroids are falling down. We might actually want to stop that. Now I think about it, because if they knock down something that we need for the building process, that would be bad. Let's make a rocket. Fuck, we're too late. Now, what island is it gonna hit? I kind of forgot about these things. It's knocking one up? Wait, it's knocked this island up. We had an island here? Hold up a second, does it create more islands over time? That looks like a cold island as well. That shouldn't even be on this side of the map. It is just a regular cold island, though. So what is all around here, then? Uranium, some amethyst. Not really the best of ores, but I think this actually is one of the better islands to build on, in my opinion, if you were going for a regular base. Because it actually has a nicer backdrop to it. And a nice flat area to build on. I wonder if that means we get more islands over time, then. That actually did remind me that I wanted to have an antenna up here, too. How are we actually doing power-wise? Not good. Yeah, I guess when it gets dark, of course all the solar panels turn off. We could fix this by making a nuclear plant. It shouldn't be that difficult to make now, because we do actually have access to a uranium deposit on our starter island. The question is, do I want to take this probably 50-minute detour? I guess screw it. That's going to be a lot of stuff we have to make, though. Because composite beams, they're slow, even though we set them up ages ago. Alright, we got enough stuff for the nuclear plant. So let's place that down. Oh, it actually shows how much uranium it needs now. That's good, because it didn't do that before. Alright, so let's see. Where would this uranium deposit be? I imagine it's going to be underground. Yep. There is a tiny place all the way at the bottom. And there it is. Alright, let's pull this back up to the top. Luckily, we have a jetpack, so this should be a lot easier. Easier doesn't always mean easy, though, but there we go. Then we need a refiner. Turn this into refined uranium. Then we can put the uranium into the nuclear power plant. And we can put the uranium straight into the nuclear power plant. Let's see, how much water does it need? I thought it said that somewhere too, right? Yeah, water usage 300 liters. A water collector, I'm pretty sure only made 100, 120. Well, either way, we're gonna need 3 of them. And remember last time it took us ages to get this thing operational? It literally took me like over an hour. Now that is done in probably 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, that should at least make the atmospheric control tower run 24/7 as well. Kinda crazy that that still isn't done yet, because it had enough power during the day. But alright, let us continue with this. Place an exterior light down, just so we can see something during the night. You know, the outside is coming together quite nicely. I'm kinda struggling to find things to place down at this point. And honestly, I don't think there really is anything else. Besides just some random things that we can place. Oh. Okay, good. The jetpack at least works in the void, because my god. That was scary. Alright, this might be a weird one to place, but I want to see how that goes. Or how that looks from a distance. Yeah, I think from the front here that could work, but maybe not in that spot. How would that look on this side? You know, maybe it works less on this side. And I think that's because it evens out, like, the height differences. So I think on this side it worked okay. Let's extend the floor towards there. I don't think we really need to do anything here. You're not really supposed to be able to come back there anyway. I think that looks alright, and it probably looks better from this side too. Otherwise this would be very flat. Just bulk up the wall a little bit. I think for exterior's sake, we are practically done. And we're also almost done with the atmospheric control tower. Alright, let's head over to the inside. Alright, this is going to be a bit more difficult now. Also, did we not place a door down here? Or am I going crazy? Alright, let's have the power on this side too, because it has a little vent on the back. And I would like to get a door in place, just because this is going to be the kitchen. And I don't want that and the power room to be in the same area. Alright, there we go. We got a small little place. Looks pretty good. We don't have any lights in here, or any windows in here though. I wish there were some things we can place on the table, but hey. I placed a plant grower out here. I would have placed it in here, but there wasn't really a lot of space for that. I guess we just have to walk to this room if we want to pick some herbs or something. Seeing as this kind of acts as a power room, I'm gonna make this a workspace as well. Ooh, the terraformation is complete. Nice. I think now it wants us to build, I think it was 5 tier 1 habitats and 2 tier 2s. Yes. However, there is one issue with that, of course. That is that the tier 2s cost composite beams. We'll work on that in a second, though, because first there's interior work to be done. But with that, our workshop area is finished. So then we have this hallway. And I'm not 100% sure what to do here. I do know that I want to have a bedroom up on the 2nd floor here. So I suppose we may as well start on that. You know, I'm quite disappointed by this. I cannot center it on this pillar. That is really annoying. I know these are called roof fences, but I think they work best with these stairs, funny enough. Alright, I think there's only so much I could do with the bedroom. It is a rather large space, and we don't really have that many interior decorations. But all in all, I think this actually turned out pretty nice. So then we go back to the dreaded hallway. And I think I will be splitting it up a little, just to make life a little easier. Well, technically we now have 2 hallways, so not sure how much it helps. Right, hallway 1 is done. It looks pretty cozy in here. Then what to do with the last one, though? Right, I don't think I actually had to do that much here, because it is a rather small space still. That's why I liked breaking them up. Even though you see a lot of similar designs, I think it works pretty nicely. Also, that tree that we took out a while back, I think we can place it back. Alright, let's do one more tour through the house, and then we work on the island here. So we have our ship platform. We got a little workshop outside. Then we got our wind turbine, as well as our little garden. Then on the inside, we got this nice little hallway that leads straight into another hallway, but this time there's also stairs that go up, which lead to the bedroom slash work environment, because, well, there's only so many things you can place in this game. Up to a little roof balcony where we can chill out at the table. Then back downstairs, we got, I guess this is more of like a garage type area, or basement maybe. Here's our workshop. I guess it's probably the best way to put it. With the power electrics, and then the kitchen, where we can make food and eat. Oh no, we ran out of osmium alloy. That might be a problem, because currently we have enough to make one tier 2 habitat. Alright, well, let's start placing these bad boys down. Maybe as well as some area fertilizers, because this place looks very barren. Alright, there we go, now trees will grow here. Ooh, I do not like this site. Can we take that down, or is that just part of it now? I guess we can, but it's crazy slow. Alright, we might need a steamroller for that. So I wanted to make all the houses on different elevations. I think that looks better. We'll probably put the other tier 2 habitat somewhere over there, just to fill out that skyline a little bit. Or we could put it over there to kind of boost it, because there is a nice planet back there, and I don't want to have a U shape. I think that will look a bit weird. God, are we gonna have to watch this cutscene every time when the rocket goes up? Well, fantastic. It was the exact same cutscene as well. Alright, we finally have enough composite beams. I might just place this one sideways and a bit back, just so it won't square out as much at the front. Also, our base looks a lot smaller from the air, man. You know, I actually like the look of the caves as well. Coming together pretty nicely. Now, next up would be the Earthling communication tower. That one scares me, because I think that is a total of 200 composite beams. We don't have that kind of money, man. Oh, well, it's done. Let's see if we have to make that. No, we don't actually have to. Not until later, anyway. I wonder when they will add more to do, though, because this is kind of the end of every planet. And they're adding at least 2 more planets, right? But when will we get more terraformation stages? So the more I looked at it, the more I kinda liked the square shape, funny enough. But I think that is mostly because it adds a bit of depth that the rest doesn't have, so it doesn't flow as natural, which is good in a man-made sense, weirdly enough. I am really happy with the base, though. I think that looks really good. I really quickly looked at what the Earthlink communication tower cost, and yes, it really is 200 composite beams. But we'll have to do that some other day. I do feel like every time we come back to one of these planets, the bases that we built are getting better and better, because I just have more time, I guess, to experiment with the same bloody items every time. So having to place them in more unique ways and learning more things, like this planter pot, for example, that is what it's all about, baby. Sometimes limitations will get you farther in life, and I think this is definitely a showcase of that, because every base so far have been looking better and better. With that being said, I'm going to take a small break from Eden Crafters. Next month, we should be getting a new major update, which will give us trains. I'm not sure how well trains will do in this environment, but we'll check them out and see what we can do. Maybe we can make some floating tracks and have the train go from island to island. I think that's going to be a pain in the ass, but maybe it will be possible. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.